Hello everybody, and welcome back to another video. This isn't going to be a react video, but it is definitely going to be talking about the time I met Brokencyde. It was literally a lot of fun, and I got VIP. I saw FatJRJ coming up through, and I'm like, I look at him and I'm like, oh, I recognize him and all that. So I quickly went over to the rail in the VIP area, and he's walking towards like the green room area, I guess is what it was. It's like a basement of the venue. And I say, hey, how's it going? And then he's like, oh, hey. So it was pretty cool meeting him and all that. And then says, stick around, after the show, and we can talk and all that. So it was a lot of fun. That was like during the set of the Bunny the Bear, that curve, and oh my god, it was fun listening to him live. Actually, I do like a lot of like Rocky Ship to the Moon and all that, and I do like a lot of his other music that they have. And then the Bunny the Bear, I've never heard of them, but they sounded like. They actually sounded like they were metalcore, screamo, somewhere around there. And oh my goodness, they sounded so good. So that was pretty cool sounding. Either way, I was pretty cool looking and sounding too as well. And then Brokencyde, it was really cool to meet them like up in person and all that. So I stood around after the show, talked to them a little bit. We had kind of needed to get out of the venue, so we went around back to where they were parked and all that, and talked, got selfies and pictures, and talking with them. They're very so down to earth people. And they're just very nice too, and will talk with their fans, which I appreciate a lot. Jay said that they actually talk about my reactions to their music, and I'm like, that is so cool. That is something I've never really realized that, could happen. And I've been listening to Brokencyde since I was 18, 19, about 2009, I want to say, is when I really started listening to them. It was like back in LimeWire days, of course, and I was trying to find Riot by 3 Days Grace. I ended up finding Riot, Let's Start a Riot by Blood on the Dance Floor. And then I found Brokencyde that way, actually, by, finding more Blood on the Dance Floor type music. So I actually got the information completely wrong. Like, so basically, when I said Riot from 3 Days Grace, it actually was released in 2007, and it was all over the radio on the rock radio station that I've been listening to. And that is exactly when it was. It wasn't 2009, it was 2007 is when I started listening to Brokencyde, because of that snowball effect from listening to 3 Days Grace to BOTDF and then Brokencyde, which is kind of crazy. Like, I'm trying to remember it because I was working at a restaurant when I was 16, 17, and they had Riot by 3 Days Grace on the radio, and I'm like, ooh, what is this? And then the cook told me, I was like, okay, cool, I'm gonna go find it. So I found it on LimeWire, of course. And basically that's when I went through a snowball effect on finding Brokencyde. So it actually was not in 2009. That is crazy. Funny enough, I mean, yeah, I know it's LimeWire, and I know that, you know, shouldn't really do that, but hey, back in the day, what else could we do? You know, like, I pay for everything now, of course, and I listen to on Apple Music, so I mean, either way, I'm already giving back, but and shows as well, so when they're here. But we all start out somewhere to listening to a band. You know, if it wasn't for certain things, we wouldn't have found, you know, basically a lot of our favorite bands that we listen to now, especially like how YouTube has been so prevalent on copyright and all that. There's a lot of people I haven't really would consider listening to if it wasn't for, you know, people uploading YouTube compilations or like anime music videos or whatever. But yeah, no, meeting them was a lot of fun. I really enjoyed the atmosphere of the venue. Everybody was chill, everybody was great, and they even had the pit open and all that. And I think that is actually pretty cool because I saw someone fall and then someone else picked them up and all that. I wasn't too close to them. I wasn't too close to that area, so I couldn't help myself. But at the same time, I was able to finally get up to the rail, and when they're close towards the end a little bit, and it was cool. I kind of kept people, like, there's people in... on the rail already that's been there the whole night. So I kind of just stood behind them just because, you know, respectfully, of course. I'm not going to push my way through and then get on the rail just because, you know, of course not. I'm not going to do that. But if and when Brokencyde comes out this way again, I'm absolutely 100% going to go see them again and all that. Seeing them live was a lot of fun, you know, outside of just listening to the music on Apple. But I was going to say Spotify. I don't listen to Spotify no more. But at the same time, it felt so surreal. It was so nice to be able to finally, you know, meet them. You know, I talked to them on Instagram quite a bit, you know, let them know I've reacted to their music. And then they told me that they've got more music coming out very soon. So I'm going to be reacting to their music. So hang tight because I'm definitely going to be listening to a lot of Brokencyde. A lot of Brokencyde. So I'm excited. I cannot wait. It is going to be a lot of fun to react to their music and all of that. And what's cool is they actually gave me and my brothers and my brother's girlfriend this. So that was pretty cool. That band that goes like that. But yeah, it was, I just keep it right here by my clock. A lot of fun, and honestly, it's very different because I'm used to going to EDM concerts quite a bit. And going to an actual live concert with vocals and artists who aren't just behind a DJ deck and just kind of like using USB. It was a lot of fun though, and it was very, very enjoyable. But anyways, thank you all for watching, and stay tuned to my next reaction videos. And I will see you all very soon. Bye, everybody.